Hello, I am going to show you a couple of different LMS systems that you can use for your project that you're going to do as you build your key assessment project. The first LMS system that I want to show you is called Google Classroom. It's really cool to be able to use. It's free and it integrates everything with Google possible that's out there today. So if we look at a fake classroom like I've made here, you go to classroom.google.com. Really easy. All right. And then you're only allowed to make a Google Classroom if your school district is using Google as its email server. Otherwise, you will not allowed to be able to make it. Also, another downfall is you cannot share with people across districts. So now as we look at Google, you have a couple different features here that make it really, really a powerful engine. Number one, these three little lines that are up here, when you click them, you have the different classes. Like the screen we saw, these are all different classes that you could go to. I picked this class. You also have a class calendar that keeps all the different types of assignments in it. And lastly, if you go here, you can actually see when we go back to classes, there's a folder that links to your Google Drive that actually has all the work in it from your class. Isn't that great? That's the whole point of why Google made this is to integrate with um, all of your different Google folders so that kids aren't putting folders in the different places and you're not putting different assignments in different places. This actually integrates all those assignments into one folder. So whatever you put into a folder, kids can see, and whatever assignments they do will go into that classroom folder. It's a one folder system which organizes and helps you out. The next thing are the three top headers right here. You have the stream, which is actually your assignment stream that goes down. And as you add rather a question, an assignment, or an announcement, it will stream down the page for students to be able to find. I will show you one of my other classes that I have done a few things with. If we go over here to um, this class right here is an online LRC class. You can see I've posted a few things for students to be able to find, like 7 steps to finding a college scholarship, which would actually be an announcement for students to be able to find. And all I did was provide the link. Kids can click on here and they are actually taken to the Powtoon to be able to watch this video. So that is um, the first part of the Google Stream, which is the announcement. You then have assignments, which you could actually do and have students do through the class. So if we had assignments, you could actually go to, let me find a class that we can go into right here. Let's say I have an assignment due for students. This was just an easy assignment I was giving out for the LRC. You can see that 9 are due. And the next one you have is 479 have not done it. There's like 500 kids in this class, so don't worry about that. They didn't do it. It wasn't really due, but it's an assignment that you can actually assign to students. And as they do the work, you can actually go in here, and this is the gradebook feature that is a part of Google that teachers can enjoy and grade the student's assignment. So they submit it. You can then go in here, grade the student, and leave feedback on their assignments back to them as they do their assignments. So it's a really cool part that has now been integrated into the Google system that wasn't there before. And then once you have graded the student's assignment, it actually freezes in their Google Drive. They're not allowed to edit it during the time once they submit it to you. So after you're done, you can actually click all students or click the certain students and push return, and it will return their assignments to them with the grade that you actually graded. And if they were to resubmit it, it would would actually highlight the changes that were done, that was done since the last time they submitted it. So that's a really, really cool feature. The next part, it has all the students in it, that you can actually be able to go in and see all the students. I can't show it for confidentiality reasons, but let me go back to the fake classroom really quick. If we go back to the fake classroom, if you right here is the students, and you see this is the invite code. So when kids actually want to go to a class, we can go back up here. They will actually see join class. They will click that and put in that join code right there, and they will be able to join your class through this actual little code right here. Last part is the about feature, and this is a new feature over here, invite teacher. That is so new, so cool. You can have multiple teachers in a classroom. You can put your calendar in here. You can put like your syllabus down here. Everything that needs to be filled in for this assignment can actually be done right here, like your syllabus and your rules for your class or whatever things that you want to stay hard and not streamed down on this part. It's not an assignment, it's your actual syllabus, your things that kids will reference multiple times throughout the semester, okay, or throughout your class. The next LMS system I want to show you is, well, that's Google Classroom, and it's pretty cool, pretty awesome. So, and again, your school district has to be able be using Google to use that. The next one we have is actually Blackboard, and they actually have a free version of Blackboard called CourseSites.com. And if you go to CourseSites.com, it looks just like Blackboard. If you've never used it before, it could be a little complicated. So if you're used to using it, it is a great feature to be able to have. And you can see here, once you make it, this is what it looks like. And I'm using it from the fake perspective for you to see. I actually have one for NIU that I use. So, and some other school districts actually use Blackboard. But as you can see here, you can put your information in here. You can put an item, file, audio, lesson plan, anything that you could dream of right here in the information section. You have to figure out how you want to organize your stuff once you get in here, because as you can see, item, you can put your lesson plan. You can do that for almost all these tabs down. You have to figure out where you want things to be. So information usually is where I put my syllabus. Assessment, you can also do a test through Course Sites. Test, survey, assignment, self, peer assessment. They have a lot of great tools for you to be able to use. And it already comes with a calendar. If we go back to the fake page here, let's go back to the home page, you will see it will automatically make a calendar for you for the students, and you can do announcements right here where you actually make announcements out to students. So if you wanted to, you could actually make that announcement. One of your requirements is to make an announcement out to students. You can actually create the announcement right here, and boom, it goes out without a problem. There are some other features down here that you can play around with, such as blogs. If you need to put in a blog or some kind of dialogue discussion board within your course, this is where you will find it under course tools. And again, I wouldn't mess around with the rest of this stuff as you don't need it. So, but just an overview of it is it's really great to be able to use. The next one is Canvas, and that's one that looks a lot like Course Sites. And I would actually suggest that you use Course Sites instead of Canvas. Another one you can use is Edmodo, and again, for this assignment, if you've never used Edmodo or Canvas, I would highly suggest that you stick to rather Google Classroom or Course Sites or something that you know that you love when it comes to LMS. The last one, and if I get the name right, is Schoolology. No, Schoolology. I think I got it right this time. And this one is a great site to use. And you can have all the different things that we just saw in Google Classroom and Course Sites, and that Canvas has, and that Edmodo has, is that you're able to create a course right here in You have your calendar feature once you put your assignments in, and it has all the bells and whistles that you could dream of. So, that you could think of. So, right here, you can see you can post something out to students. You can make events so that kids know what's due. But also, if we go back really quick, and give me 1 second here. Let me make sure. There's your learning objectives that if you need to stick those into the course, there's your learning objectives part. We then go to what it looks like with the public. Hold on 1 second and let it load. And you have all different types of little programs just like you had in the other programs that are available to you. You can also connect Evernote, Google Drive, and Dropbox if you want to be able to use those within Schoology. So if I got the name right, I'm hoping I'm still saying it right. If you need to start a tour, there's tours to be able to use with these guides so that you understand them a little bit better and how to use them. If you have any other questions, please feel free to reach out to me. Again, we looked at Google Classroom, we looked at Blackboard, Canvas, and Edmodo are two other types that you can use, and Schoology is another one. These are all free LMSs that you can use. Have a great day, and if you have any questions, please email me.